The fact that she intentionally is wearing a cross and unbuttoned her blouse to make sure the jury sees, ladies and gentlemen, I am a woman of God.
According to the records, there were several calls made to John O'Keefe's phone, including 2 calls that you say you spoke to him. Ms. McCabe, these are 7 calls that you indicate you made to John O'Keefe's phone and that were missed. Is that right?
According to this record, yes, they were calls.
Wait, this woman is so evasive. She's like a snake slithering through the grass. Get her, Jackson. Get her.
I think I was going back and forth to the door. I was texting him. I think I put my phone in my pocket. I think I inadvertently maybe have called him.
What did you call it at the last hearing?
Oh!
Called it a butt dial.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up, It's the Law. Today is my birthday, and we are going to do my favorite video of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 years ago, on my birthday, I got one of the best gifts that I have ever received in my entire life. In the Johnny Depp trial, Amber Heard took the witness stand. Look this up. This is 100% true. I could not make this up even if I wanted to. May 5th, 2022 was the day that Amber Heard took the witness stand on direct examination, and actually shortly after that I made the affirmative decision that I'm going to be going to the Johnny Depp trial. Now, fast forward 3 years later, Jennifer McCabe, right before my birthday, testifies, and I get a chance to rip her to shreds in the most amazing video that I think I have ever made in my entire career on YouTube of Alan Jackson destroying, eating alive, dismembering, disassembling, just absolutely destroying this woman. So buckle up, folks, because this one is going to be a really, really good video, and I get to show it to you on my birthday. I don't believe in coincidences, folks, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. Jennifer McCabe, we have already done 2 videos on her. They're on my channel. If you have not seen them, why haven't you? Go check them out. And also don't forget to subscribe, of course. And today you get a special bonus, because when you subscribe, it's on my birthday. You get like a double good feeling inside.
Let's talk for a second about your phone calls to John O'Keefe on January 29th, 2022. I'd like to go through those calls with you briefly if I could. Your Honor, this has previously been marked Exhibit 26. Okay. You've indicated on direct examination and earlier on cross-examination that you had multiple phone calls to Mr. O'Keefe in the early morning hours of January 29th, 2022, correct?
Correct.
Those phone calls ranged from about 12:14 a.m. until about 12:50 a.m., correct?
There was a call at 12:14 and then at 12:18.
I'm sorry.
And remember, for you who may not have seen the first trial, this is extremely important because the allegation, according to the prosecution, is that John O'Keefe was hit by Karen's SUV somewhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock in the morning. So pay close attention.
Bracketing it. The calls
I
were between,
apologize.
That's okay, 12:14 all the way to about 12:50, correct?
Are you saying 15?
50, 50.
Oh, 50. Oh, sorry, I apologize. Yes.
Just for the record, the fact that she intentionally is wearing a cross and unbuttoned her blouse to make sure the jury sees, ladies and gentlemen, I am a Christian. I am a woman of God. I believe in God. I am an honest woman. I am a churchgoer. I pray. I go to church on Sundays. All of that is encompassed with that whole make sure you see my cross. She didn't wear it every single day. This is the day that she wore it openly. She doesn't have to wear it every single day. Otherwise, it would look a little suspicious. She made sure it is shown once on one particular day and then never again. I believe that's correct. It's very, very telling. And the message is clear. There are no accidents with these people. Remember, we talked about in the previous video how she fixed her hair, her makeup, her teeth. You know, that crooked tooth that was staring like inside is now completely fixed. The tan, the cross, Everything she has done for this trial is an effort to correct the mistakes she made in the previous trial, visually, aesthetically. She's a very, very calculating woman. Everything she does is meticulously organized. You can only imagine how Allie McCabe can't breathe in the wrong direction without Jennifer, her mother, scolding her in some way, shape, or form. And Allie is going to turn out exactly like her mother. Why? Because she was raised in the same mafia household. Allie will eventually take over Jennifer's job as mastermind. That's Allie's future, unless they are stopped dead in their tracks. And then Allie is either going to have to avenge her mother's capture and imprisonment, or Allie is just going to be running the family. We'll see what happens.
John O'Keefe at 12:14 and 31 seconds, lasting about 49 seconds, and that call was answered, correct?
Yes.
And you see that reflected in Exhibit 26, is that right?
Yes.
Going in reverse chronological order on this exhibit, you also see a call at 12:18 and 47 seconds. John O'Keefe calls your phone, lasting about 36 seconds, is that right?
Yes.
You know that that call was answered, even though it says it says unknown in the document, correct?
It does say unknown, yes.
That 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column over. That's where it says unknown.
Yes.
But it also indicates that that call lasted 36 seconds, so you know it was answered.
I don't know from this record it was answered, but I know from my memory that I spoke to him a second time. Yes.
Okay, so the first part of your statement means nothing. Just say, yeah, I spoke to him. Everything has to be qualified for this woman, because if she doesn't qualify this answer, that will be the telltale sign that the next answer that she does have to qualify is fraud, is a lie. So she has to qualify even her true and honest answers. She has to qualify everything. Do you see the pattern? Very important.
You also made a call, moving out to the page before this, starting at the bottom of the page. At 12:29 and 44 seconds, there was a call from you to John O'Keefe's phone lasting 7 seconds, correct?
That's what it says.
And the record indicates that it was an answered phone call, correct?
According to the record, it was answered, but I never spoke to him.
You deny speaking to John O'Keefe at 12:29 and 44 seconds.
Yes, I never spoke to him after 12:18.
Okay. Moving up, 12:41 and 10 seconds. There was a call from you to John O'Keefe's phone indicating that that was missed. You see where it says missed?
I do.
12:41 and 59 seconds. There was another call from your phone to John's phone, and that was also indicated as missed, correct?
Correct.
12:43, 19 seconds. You called John O'Keefe. That was a missed call.
Correct.
12:46 and 16 seconds. You called John O'Keefe's phone, and that was a missed call.
Correct.
12:47 and 52 seconds. You called John O'Keefe's phone, and that was a missed call.
I'm sorry, which one was that?
12:47 and 52 seconds.
Yes.
At 12:50 and 37 seconds, you called John O'Keefe's phone, and that was a missed call as well.
Yes.
Ms. McCabe, there's 7 calls that you indicate you made to John O'Keefe's phone and that were missed. Is that right?
According to this record, yes, they were
And that
calls.
is-
Wait. Okay, so hold on. According to this record, yes, but I never did them, or yes, I did. Again, this woman is so evasive. She's like a snake slithering through the grass. Get her, Jackson. Get her.
Reports with your memory, correct? You indicated that you had called him multiple times that morning and there were missed calls, right?
I called him, but I also think that some of the calls I might have done inadvertently.
Well, we're going to get to that. in a
Oh,
second.
butt
My
dials?
question is, that comports with your memory that there were several calls, according to the records, there were several calls made to John O'Keefe's phone, including 2 calls that you say you spoke to him, 12:14 and 12:18.
I spoke to him at 12:14 and 12:18, yes.
But you indicate every single call after that was missed, and you deny making those calls.
I'm not denying it, I just don't remember.
Wait, hold on, Jennifer. Listen to me. In 2022, when you guys did that, after you helped cover up the murder of John O'Keefe, Jennifer, you came up with a plan. The plan is, let me call his phone several times to make it look like I'm looking for him, like I don't know where he is. Let me keep calling his phone. Hey, John, they know where his phone is. This phone is in the basement, laying next to his unconscious body in Brian Albert's house. But your plan was, let me keep calling this phone a few times, and that way it's gonna look like I am looking for him. It's a brilliant plan, except it's not. It backfired. It kind of looks like you are colluding to make sure to cover up something. So now, because you're like, that original plan is not working. 3.5 years ago, we thought we had something. It turns out it's bad. So now she's like, well, easy. I can just say I don't remember making these calls. These are butt dials. And Matthew, you're gonna say you're gonna get butt dials. And Higgins, you got butt dials. And Brian Albert, you got butt dials. We're all just butt dialing each other over and over again. Like, do you realize how ridiculous this sounds? Like, seriously, do you honestly think anybody believes you? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I know you got to come up with something. I get it. That part I get, because it's so bad, but you got to do something. You can't just take the witness stand and say, yeah, I helped cover it up, because then Karen Reed wins, walks away, and your whole empire collapses. You can't afford your criminal empire to collapse. I understand that. So hopefully the feds will get you.
Obviously, give an explanation for what those calls were, these 7 calls that were missed.
Which, by the way, she herself admitted in the testimony. It was her or Carrie Roberts, I believe, admitted that the FBI investigation is actually still ongoing. I forget where it is. Chat, help me out. Maybe you know, in the comments below, let me know if you know the point. There was one statement somebody made, but they basically all but admitted that the FBI investigation is still ongoing and they're not done, even though the chief of police of Canton, who's now defunct, resigned, gone, bye-bye, she released a press release that was this long that I spoke to a certain nobody at the assistant U.S. attorney's office, and they all but told me the investigation is concluded. We don't know like who it is, what they're about, their level of involvement, nothing. She's just like, yeah, go away. But we know the feds are still watching this. It's not over, folks. It is all but over.
Between about 12:29 and about 12:50. That's 19 minutes. You'll agree, correct?
Yes.
If you divide 19 by 7, that's about every 2.5 minutes or 2.7 minutes, your phone is calling John O'Keefe's phone, correct?
Correct.
You previously explained what you attribute to those phone calls. Is that right?
Yes.
What's your explanation?
I think I was going back and forth to the door. I was texting him. I think I put my phone in my pocket. I think I inadvertently maybe have called him.
What did you call it at the last hearing?
Oh!
I called it a butt dial.
What did you call it at the last hearing? I've been trying to avoid using these words, but it was a butt dial. Oh my God, I love this piece. Let's keep watching.
1 butt dial, correct?
There could be multiple.
7.
Yes.
7 butt dials.
7.
19 minutes, less than 20 minutes, correct?
That evening, I wasn't paying attention to butt dials or calls. I was going back and forth, listening to music.
Wait, but why were you not paying attention? Shouldn't you have been worried? Stick to the narrative, Jen. The narrative is, I was worried about John's whereabouts because he was supposed to come to the party. Karen dropped him off at the house. We thought he was going to come in. We were hoping to celebrate, have fun with him, have some drinks, blah, blah, blah. But we killed him. So now we have to cover our tracks and pretend like we're looking for him. Why aren't you sticking to the script, Jen? I thought you had a script. I thought you had a plan. Your master plan is falling apart? Be still my heart.
Being with family. So if I inadvertently called his phone, I did.
Not inadvertently called him once, 7 times, correct? According to you.
According to the record.
And we only know about these calls.
Again, she can't even admit it. According to you. No. According to the record. Which is also you. No, just the record.
Because you're looking at an extraction of John O'Keefe's phone, correct?
Correct, but I also turned over my phone, so you could have gotten all of that off of my phone as well.
And you're well aware that an extraction was done on your phone, and not one of those butt dials appears on your phone extraction, correct? Objection.
Are you aware of that?
I am not aware of that.
Next question.
Weren't you confronted with that at the last hearing a year ago? Whether or not those phone calls actually exist on your phone logs? Objection.
Do you remember that?
I remember you asking previously, yes.
When you dial somebody by mistake, it requires several steps, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. A lot of times I just put my phone down, and the next thing I know, I think it's very common to do butt dials.
So you have an iPhone, is that right? Or had-
As a matter of fact, counselor, it is so common to do butt dials. 3 or 4 more witnesses after me, namely Brian Higgins, Brian Albert, my husband, Matthew McCabe, and possibly Trooper Proctor and Trooper Buchanan, and I'm sorry, let me rephrase, disgraced former Massachusetts State Police Trooper Proctor, Trooper Buchanan, are all going to testify that they also made butt dials in this case. Because we cannot admit facts, we have to manipulate. And the jury sees all. Trust me when I say this. I believe Aiden has actually confirmed, Dr. Turtleboy, shout out to you, my friend. He has all but confirmed that the jury is not buying the BS that they're putting down. That they have very, very quizzical looks on their faces, and the jury, that is, when these people are testifying. And they think they're slick. They think they're getting away with it. But, yeah. How about no?
I do, yes.
And that iPhone required a biometric or a passcode to get into the open, to be an open phone. Mine's not open right now, right?
It's not open, correct?
And it requires, your phone required some sort of biometric interaction with the phone, otherwise known as Face ID, or you put in a code, correct?
Yes, or I could have been texting, and then after I texted, the phone was open, and I could have accidentally called John. That happens to me all the time.
It also requires you to open the phone app, correct? For instance, if you're texting, you're in the text app. Is that right?
Actually, I'm not. I'd have to sit and look at it.
Oh my God, Jen, have you ever used a phone in your life? The jury sees through your BS, woman. If we see it, the jury sees it too.
Make phone calls.
Every day. Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Hundreds of times a day, right?
Not hundreds.
Dozens of times a day.
Yeah.
You have to open the phone app to make a phone call. You can't call somebody from the texting app, right? Is that right?
I'm not sure. I don't know what to tell you.
There's a list of apps at the bottom of the phone.
Yes.
Messages. Phone, right? Is that yes?
Yes, and maybe I accidentally hit the last thing, the last call. Like, since I had talked to John.
Remember, at this point, I would ask the court to instruct the witness to answer my question.
I believe she is. Go ahead and finish. Okay. Ms. McCabe, answer only the question that's being asked of you, okay?
Thank you.
Ms. McCabe, you
Oh
were
my
aware
God,
of the-
did Bev actually make a good ruling? I mean, 1 out of 10,000, I guess a broken clock is right twice a day. Doesn't change my opinion of her, but finally, Jackson gets a good ruling out of her, probably because she was cornered. She had no choice.
messaging app, you have to do something else volitionally to open the phone app, correct?
Correct.
You have to touch the phone, is that right?
Yes.
That would open a separate app, correct?
Correct.
Then, once that phone app is open, then you have to choose a person to call, correct?
Yes, sometimes the last dialed.
Right.
Yeah.
And if that happens to be the last dial, scroll through, pick a person, make one tap, and that calls the person and initiates the call, correct?
That is one way, yes.
But if you get out of the app, if you close your phone, hit the lock button after a text message, none of that can happen without you having to open the phone and engage the phone additionally, correct?
If you hit the button to lock it, yes.
Right. So you indicated that these are all missed calls, is that right?
That's what the records show, yes.
In addition to a missed call, you've had missed calls before. You both received a missed call and you've made calls that were missed, is that right?
Yes.
When you make a call that's missed, it generally goes to voicemail, does it not?
It does, yes.
So then you have to do something additional with that call.
Oops.
Push the end button, correct?
Correct.
Otherwise, voicemails just go on forever. Now, actually, they go on for 4 minutes,
Oh no.
right?
I don't know how long voicemails go for.
Oh no,
So if
Jen.
you had missed calls, 7 missed calls, that's at least 14 interactions, double it, because you got to make the call, then you got to end the call. 14 interactions with your phone for
Oh, no.
a single missed call.
Oh no, look at the panicked look on Jen's face. Look at the panicked look. She realizes, like, how do I answer this? How is she gonna get out of this?
One
I'm sorry,
missed
for
call.
7 missed calls.
It could be, yes.
She has to admit it.
And your testimony is you don't remember making a single one of those calls to John O'Keefe between 12:29 and 12:50, correct?
I do not remember making those calls, no.
As you sit here, do you deny making those calls between 12:29 and 12:50 to John O'Keefe?
Oh, I'm not denying that, no.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Think about it. It's January 29th. Well, technically, I think, January 30th? Did it go over the 28th to the 29th or the 29th to the 30th? I actually don't remember. 2022. Jennifer McCabe comes up with this ingenious plan that as poor John O'Keefe is either dead or dying in the McAlbert's basement, in Brian Albert's basement, I am going to try and call him 6 or 7 times to make it look like we're looking for him. But later realizing it's a bad plan, for the reasons we previously discussed, she goes, oh, wait a second. I might need a lawyer for this. She should have called us. We would have never represented her, but she should have called us. It would have been an interesting phone call. 1-844-77-4-HURT. If you're injured, oh, absolutely call us. But Jennifer McCabe, look at what she's doing. She is backtracking, realizing it's a terrible way to go about it. It is a terrible way of misplanning. The mastermind failed in the moment to cover up the tracks and was completely destroyed and obliterated. She had to pretend like these were butt dials. But how did you answer and hang up? Oh, I don't know. I told you, folks. I told you this was going to be a good one. I told you that this is one of my favorite interactions in the history of this trial. And there are going to be more, especially with former disgraced Massachusetts State Police Trooper Proctor, Brian Albert, and many others that are coming. Higgins, Colin Albert, Allie McCabe, who is not on the prosecution's witness list, interestingly enough. Tully, who should be. Guarino, who we've already done. And there's so many more to come. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye, everybody.